Hello, everyone. It's 2:10 a.m. Nashville time. Trying to get three different outputs from my system to cooperate for me. I hear myself in a slight echo. I can't hear the audio from the game. It's me versus technology with live streaming. But this is a test run, so I don't know how much, if any of this will ever be useful. We'll have it for fun for right now and later on. I've been through enough headaches trying to get the menu music from WWE SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. The game came out 20 years ago, and they've got the menu music dinging me for a copyright on YouTube after I'd already streamed the thing on Twitch. So, suffice to say, I'm very happy with it. I probably should get past the screen here. I can't hear myself. I'll be drowned out later. Always something, right? This should be fun. Out of an abundance of caution, I'm going to knock the audio down considerably. So maybe I can go back, or maybe, well, as you saw, click to bring up this screen right here. This is a Web3 game. So, the letters NFT, it's like TNA from pro wrestling from about 20 years ago. The letters were tainted. They had a bad market value. They brought products down. People running independent wrestling shows were drawn better with the same talent because it didn't say TNA, because they had more sense than certain people here in the Nashville area, I'm embarrassed to say, some 20 some odd years ago. But now they're thriving as Impact Wrestling. Good for them. Man, I haven't live streamed in a while. A loose cannon here, but not really. Here's the screen. The point, though, is that they talk about NFTs and how people have nuclear heat with those letters. So from this point forward, I'm going to do everything I can to avoid saying or using the letters NFT. Get them out of here. You know what an NFT is? An NFT is what somebody, some douchebag with $10 million that doesn't deserve his cash, is buying a JPEG and smirking at you. That's the mentality. And there's no getting away from it. I mean, I've talked with people about hot button issues through the years. I worked for years as a TV news producer. You know I know these things. But NFTs, it's just nuclear go-away heat. And I'm like, you don't even understand, but they don't want to understand. If I want to tell somebody the wax platform is carbon neutral, it completely undermines their argument, but it's not something they want to hear. Not something they want to hear. Not from me, not then. In 2012, 10 years ago, I was writing news copy, 20-second stories about Bitcoin, and I made it where farmers in West Virginia getting up to milk the cows and take care of their chores for the day could make sense of it, even a complicated thing like Bitcoin. But it's not the 20-second VO, it's not the surface level. Trying to explain it to somebody is, you might as well be working on explanations for credit default swaps. You got some heavy lifting going on there. So, with that in mind, think of it more like this. Have you ever purchased in a mobile game a skin or a card or something that's a premium item within the game? And then you stop playing the game eventually because it gets tired and it's kind of run its course. Now that $15, $20, $50, whatever you put into it, it would be nice to be able to unload that, but these mobile game makers, their business model is not to allow that. I would love to sell my WWE Supercard account, but it's just, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, fellas. I've looked into it. No thanks. But I've got that Season 1 Arn Anderson that almost nobody has, and it's just going to sit there and not do anything for anyone at this point. So you take that mindset, move it to the side. As far as what you think about with NFTs. Web3, the development of blockchain-related gaming, where you can buy and sell elements within a game. It's actually a fun game to play. I'm not telling people to go and click something once an hour, every hour. Mining games, that sort of thing. And those have their place, and those have had an early important run, but it doesn't help my case any when I try and make this make sense to people, especially those that don't want to hear it. Better off saving my breath. And there are 1,001 different terms and ways people want to describe this type of gaming. Blockchain gaming, whatever. There's play to earn. There's however you want to look at it. But the important thing to me, and why I think this is a valuable game to live stream, if this works the way I hope it will, we'll see. But my hope is that people can see this and other similar games that will be coming out fairly soon, I imagine, and be able to see, okay, make sense of it, say, okay, this is a fun game, just as a game, period, not a Web3 game, not a whatever, not a mobile game, just a game. And I think that's the key, because people can make sense of that, and once you get them clicked in with that, it makes a lot more sense. But I mean, just to me, it bothers me with the whole thing with NFTs, because the blockchains can be wildly different. The Ethereum chain, comparing that to Wax, forget about it. I haven't talked with this much force for a while. I'm going into a coughing fit. So, let's get to the game. As you can see here, there will be, at some point, the ability to play with an entry fee against somebody, and winner gets 9.5 wax with a 5 entry. I don't know how that works. I'm new to this. I'm just here for the game part. I think it will appeal to a lot of people, especially those who are like, Lou, what is going on with this Web3 stuff? With these games, you spend all your time on it. What's going on with the NFL draft? See, the draft's not till April, May. Relax, fellas. Although, that's a way of creeping up on you after a while. But with this, it's an entry fee of free. It really is free. Now, you need to have, what is the term? A citizen in this particular game. But for now, just presume that you got that, because that's like the main element of who you are in the game. And I'll show you what I mean by that momentarily. So it's a free game, and they find somebody that has similar skills to what you've shown in your past playing. You, whoever it is that's playing, in this case, me. So we'll hit the play button here. I already got my Wax wallet. I normally haven't brought I try and keep my crypto stuff very, try to be smart with it, be careful. But here's the collision of live streaming gaming and Web3 gaming right here. And here we go. I'm going to turn the audio up a little bit now. I just didn't want to have myself getting drowned out. Actually, stand by 1 second. I'm going to do a little, wrong mouse. Live streaming and playing. Stand by. Even with that much audio, I'm going to drown myself out. I think this will work better. I think it will. Well, so this is a test run anyway. I'm not sure if YouTube's going to cooperate at all with the music, if Twitch will cooperate later with, because I'm just not sure with the music clearances that exist. The music in this game is great, and that's why I had decided to live stream with this with the music, knowing that it might not make it as far as repurposing later, but it's a test run in a number of ways. Now, this is not billiards. You probably ever played it before. The opening, normally it's not set up like this where you have 7, 7, and 1 in the middle. It just, the way this game works, it will set you up with a random combination that I believe your opponent also will face. And you go from there. Real quick, I'll use my mouse pointer and hopefully not mess things up too badly. This changes game to game. The black 8-ball is going to be by far your biggest score. That's true in every game I've played to date. Now, I'm sure there'll be contests in different ways. That may not be the case every time, so don't hold me to it. But generally speaking, you get the idea. In this case, striped is 45, solid is 20. Sometimes it's flipped. Sometimes it'll be like 25 for solid and 5 for striped. So you want to keep an eye on that when it comes to what you're doing strategically, particularly as you start and get the bonuses going. You see where this is a blinking circle, this light green circle, top right corner. Now, with this circle, if I can get one of the balls to go in there, not the cue ball, that will start me up to the next level as far as getting a bonus, which would go, I don't know if it starts from here to 1.5% versus just 1% or how it works. Probably the easiest way to do it is just play it and get to it. One thing I will say before I start, though, is that playing this game on this computer, this is my ace computer. You know, it's got the GPU. It's a really strong machine. So, okay, let's see. And it plays so much better. The fun factor is much better. It's not anything that gives me a strategic advantage. It's just it plays much quicker. It's not like watching, what is that? Curling, the Olympic sport. We know that you're kind of waiting for the thing to stop and it takes forever. It doesn't play like that here. It's much faster and I think to the benefit of the game. So it doesn't really matter as far as how you split it. You want to make sure your cue ball coming off is not going to be aiming towards the pocket directly. I prefer to bounce off one, hit another. Sometimes easier said than done. Now, when you shoot, you hold down on the left mouse button, you pull back. Make sure when you hold down that left mouse button, I'm doing right here, I pull back. Now, it's moved slightly. It jostled just a little bit. So I'm going to right-click, try and get away from that. There. Okay, so now I can... Whoa. Let's see. Well, let me reshoot it. Re-aim it will make me shoot. Okay, that's what I thought. The idea for me is I'm going to try and break this up as much as possible. You've got it's like the old American college football, the flying wedge, which they outlawed because it was a dangerous play. But there's some strength to it. There's a reason they set that up this way. It's not just for the aesthetics. So once you get your angle, I'm holding on my left mouse button and pulling back, and you go up as far back to there, and I'm going to bring the heat. So off the balance, it caught the other wedge there and broke it up somewhat. Now, if one of these balls happens to go in, that's fine. But the thing to watch is the time. You get 60 seconds. Now, when you make a shot, it will put some time back on the clock for you. So solid versus stripes, I'll be better off going for stripes. But when I've got an easy setup that wouldn't necessarily be easy from other directions, it's not like it's teetering on the edge of that near side middle pocket. So I like the angle. I make sure I've got this left button. I'm going to hold down with some force. Oh, I screwed it up. The one thing that I was complaining about earlier before I started with this particular mouse in this computer has a way of not cooperating. It's always something. I don't normally play games with a mouse on this computer. That's more like plugging a PS4 controller into the computer and play some higher end game. Or just a bunch of Fire Pro, which is also fun. Fire Pro Wrestling World. Okay, so let's try this again. But the point stands as far as holding down the that left button. I may have to switch mice after this particular round. But again, it's a test. Part of why I really wanted to include the music with this game is because the way it is right now, you can't mute both the music, or excuse me, you can't mute the music but keep the sound effects or vice versa. It's all or nothing. And so I don't know from a clearance standpoint how that's going to work. But I thought the sound effects are strong enough that it was worth whatever. This is a test run anyway. This is nothing. On no notice, after a month of not streaming, trying to get this menu music for my last live stream worked out. Just testing it out. Now, if I could get a ball to go into the pocket right there, I'd be in a good spot, but that's not the way of the draw. There is some luck in the draw as far as which pockets open up and such. Let's go back down. Cooperate. All right. It's a little tricky there. You want to bring some pressure, not pressure's not the word. I'm going to have to switch mice after this game. That's faster than I wanted. It worked out. I can't complain too much. Nearly now, every time the cue ball, you notice how the little yellow when it would bump off of the side. You get, I think, 5 points every time that happens. I'll get one more, I think, off of this. Now the clock's running, and that matters more than anything. So the game will reward you for having some precision to your shot that doesn't have balls just flying around wildly after the shot. Although on the opening shot, to begin a match, yeah, that's nothing that's reasonable to chase there. Plus, it's not like there's a ×3 bonus or anything. It's just regular to get it started. That's not quite going for me. So that's about what I wanted power-wise, and that should go in. And again, just some bad luck on the positioning, but that's okay. As long as we're making shots. There's that 8-ball. Sometimes you'll make it out of the first round. Sometimes you won't make it out of the first round, this first run here. But you always want to get that 8-ball in if you can, because it's, from a point standpoint, 90. If you can save that for when you have a bonus, it's nice, but you don't want to get greedy. Much like real life, pool, snooker especially, will punish you for not being precise. All right, that didn't quite work out, but normally on a shot like that, if I had like a ×2 doubler and nothing went in, it resets to back again at 0% bonus. So we'll go stripe here. I'll bring too much strength on the shot. That should go, and it does. Now I can. It's not meant to be sometimes with these rounds. So you can see there are some similarities to traditional billiards, 8-ball, and there's some things that are unique. So we'll go corner pocket with the yellow, it rattles in. So I'm not exactly just rolling in the points right now, but that's just too sharp. But I might be, I could go with a 12. That's a tough one. Those middle pockets, that definitely is the most reminds me of playing snooker during my semester at Harlexton College in Grantham, England. Fall in 1998, had the time of my life. So much fun. Oh no. Sometimes the cue takes off on me. It's one of those gimmicks. I'm trying to eyeball it. You don't want to bring it too close to the near side. If it catches that bumper, you've got no chance. But if you leave it too far to the outside, it's not going to carry him in off that far bumper. Let's see. That would be a little bit too strong. Yeah. Now, if this goes in, that's great. Let's look at me points for it. Well, that didn't happen. But let's say that had been on a 2x multiplier that had gone in. It wouldn't have given me the multiplier, but it would have kept it alive for the next turn. This game rewards you for hitting your shots. Man. This is Rug Pool, a game from Clashdome. Clashdome.io is the website where this game is located. So 13.4 seconds. And again, I mean, I could try something on that. That's a tough angle shot from that distance. At this point, I'm just going to try and get in with some points. Hope that maybe my opponent had a tough draw. Now, because I'm a hall owner, this is the way they term it in the game. This is my epic pool hall, and that's not me just bragging. That's what the rarity level is epic, which is behind only legendaries. I got very lucky. I bought one pack when they, directly from Clashdome. They had their sale. I thought, okay, let's give this a try. This sounds like something I would enjoy. The name's clever. It's a play off of the rug pull, which means a project that gets abandoned or otherwise turns unsavory. But I really like what Clashdome has. The vibe of the old school arcade. And I'm old enough. I'll turn 45 next month. So I'm like the old man of the Web3 gaming world, but I can handle it. Let's see. So I didn't go quite as hard on the shot, knowing that I might need a little extra touch off that far bumper, and I got it. All right. See if we can go with a stripe to that top right. A little bit too slow on the shot. If the ball goes in after it hits zero, that's not going in. It doesn't count. This isn't like basketball. If you get the shot off, it's more like hockey. If it's not in by 0.0, you're out of luck. Like right here, I can go full power and I won't get it there in time. Watch. See, time over. It went in, but just past the bell. I can use a tactical booster, but I'm not going to do that here. So you see, and this is me making a bunch of sidebars to chit-chat. You see how quickly the game went. It was a 60-second as far as the round goes. So it's a timed round by round, or shot by shot, really, but it's not like the time pressure of a constantly running clock where somebody with a faster computer or a better connection or whatever would have an unfair advantage. That's not the case with this game, which is a major positive. Immediacy has been a weakness thus far in the Web3/blockchain gaming world, at least in my opinion. You see where there have been some very clever game developers that have found workarounds, and eventually it'll be where traditional games and Web3 games are one and the same, and in many cases at least, and I think it'll be very strong from there. This is NashvilleLou Live playing Rug Pool on clashdome.io. Where it says, I'm not sure what the pronunciation is on that. Mariolito Management Company. That's the Epic. There may be more than one type of Epic table. The one that I have is that. Look at the branding, the purple. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, okay, that's the wax wallet. Looking away, and my periphery saw something pop up. Like, uh-oh. The graphics aren't exactly a 5-star operation, but I was trying to get something put together quickly. Yeah, this is a test run. And as I noted before that first round, the layout of the balls from match to match, or from rack to rack, to use the proper term, it seems rather random. So my goal is always to try and break up as many as I can. Got one that went in, which is great. You see the circle there, that's to set up the bonus if I can get a shot at it. And that, doable. Well, sometimes you get a slop one that goes in and then it'll bump it over to another hole, or another pocket, another hole. So go top corner pocket, but I have to be careful here. It's 9-ball top left, but if I play it too, I'm going to have to hit that one just right. If I go too heavy off it, it's going to go right on in that middle far side pocket. Let's see if this works. Boom. All right. So now we have the 1.5 multiplier. We have 185 points, so there's an advantage. I think it's just like a times 1 from that first one. Here's the 1.5. Now, I don't have a very good shot at this particular bottom right corner on this shot, but that's okay, because if I can make a ball into another pocket, as long as I don't scratch along the way, that 1.5 stays alive for the next turn. So I'll go with the lucky 6 green ball. You don't have to call it pocket, but I'm letting you know what I'm doing as far as my planning. Don't want to come too hard off of that shot, because that can easily lead back over to that middle far side pocket. Wasn't the cleanest shot, but I got it. So for this round, solids are 30, stripe 50, and the black, the 8 ball, is 100. I've already got it in for this round. It's tricky going with the multiple ball shot, but if I can get it to just right. Not too strong, but I don't want to be wimpy on it either. On a, boom, boom, boom. Got it. All right. So I got the 1.5% percentage boost. And if I can get another shot in, this next one would be very difficult to hit on this bottom right side, particularly if I can go up top side, knock in the, was it the 14? Those lower power shots, playing this game on a slower computer, it really did have that feel of curling there at some points, the way it would take a lot longer than I wanted. That was like not a complaint, but like a suggestion to the programmers, and instead it really should be a suggestion to myself to rethink things to that work computer. But this is like a heavyweight, really strong computer I'm playing this on now. All right, so go there, which is a pretty gimme, but pretty close to it. This one not as exact, but worth it to get the double. It's a solid, so it's a 30, but it's also a solid here. I could go bottom right, but the idea is that, okay, even if it's not a striped one going in there, it's still double the score. So it's 60 points for the solid, and that moves up to, I think, 2.5 or 3 times as a multiplier. Touch on it and it goes. Good. And now I'm well set up here for the 2.5. I want to make sure I don't have the cue ball hitting that bottom right corner. I don't want to scratch. This should work. I get an extra 10 points, 5 for each one, where it bounced off the bumper there. So there are elements to this that I really like that in many ways just weren't possible with traditional pool games. You don't have I guess if you really wanted to, you could have a customized table with pockets that lit up. But that's not been my experiences with pool halls through the years. A little bit tough here because I don't have a really good shot. There's no viable way to hit that one. My best shot might be going with the yellow to that bottom left corner. Sure not to have it bounce up and hit the far side middle after the contact. Let's see. Not quite on the money. So that'll reset back to just being empty, which is just a regular shot. But at least it stays in that corner. So 27.8 seconds, 555 points. I'm still so new to this that I don't have like this like internal clock sort of thing of being able to score it on the fly because of the variations from rack to rack as far as the solid versus stripe versus black point differential. May get a bounce off the near side bumper. I won't. That's fine. I can go with the, is it a 5? It doesn't really matter. So let's see if we can go top left corner. Try to take just a little bit off it there. From distance. Oh yeah. Got to rattle home. And that's why in that situation it can be beneficial to lay off just a little bit on it. No viable shot at the times 2, which is fine. So I've got a pretty nice shot at this stripe, which will be 50. I do want to try and bounce it out a little bit after the contact so it doesn't get pinned in there. There's not a whole lot of other good shots. I'm not careful with it. not really a good look at the bonus pocket. Not really a good look at a lot of things. Well, you know, maybe I can do it like this. I think that would be the best bet. Just got to make sure it hits the one ball or the. I think it's the one ball. Make sure the yellow ball gets hit from my cue ball after the contact so it doesn't duck in too much and catch that near side middle pocket. All right, so I got with the times 2. I got the extra 5 points for hitting the bumper on that side. I'll get another 5 points if it hits here. All right. 13 seconds. I can go top right. This will give me an additional 50 points. I want to put as much heat on it as possible and try and bounce it down. Maybe hit one or both of those balls on that near side, kind of in each other's way. I've got to make sure I hit this shot. Decided against going too hard with a shot to try and get the bounce back because it's more important to get that to go in than to do anything too crazy down there. All right, well, we'll go bonkers with it and see what happens here. Maybe I'll catch a slop. Unlike the usual rules of billiards where if it's a clear slop shot, you kind of give your opponent the turn. I always thought it was kind of weird, but kind of the rules of the game, so whatever. So that's my best shot of the 2. I've got 1.8 seconds, so it'll be enough to get that shot in. That's going to be about it. I'll take the extra time, it's going to run out. So, again, I'm not sure what the whole thing with the tactical booster entails, other than you get an extra 5 seconds. Although, I wish I could see the positioning. No big deal. We'll wait. We'll save it for another time. Yeah, well, that would have been a bad shot anyway. And even if I would have hit it, there would not have been much time on the clock for that second rack. So 9:25. It was fun. It's easy to keep playing. One more round. One more go of it. These are disabled right now. I'm not sure if that's under development. And my connection with this project is strictly the digital content that I purchased, particularly the avatar, but also the pack that had this epic tier pool hall. I mean, so it really is free to play. Now, granted, if you play for wax, risk and reward. I don't know very much at all about that. But it's free. It really is. I think it's great fun to play just as a game. And I think that's something that has been long overdue in the world of wax gaming. Alright. You never know what to expect with this opening layout. I'm not sure how many different combinations there are. Go in. So in this round, the solids are 25, the stripes are 65. So that's well more than double. Whereas in some rounds, it's not going to be as much, sometimes even more. And then the 8-ball. I guess I have one complaint. It's tough to read. My old man eyes from a distance there, man, it's black 1.3. That teal on there is kind of hard to read. It's an important one. Go ahead and just knock it in right now, although this is the best play. Foolish to do otherwise. Although I don't want to bring too much heat on it because that could catch that far side right pocket. But I don't want to show up weak on it. There we go. That'll work. That, tough angle there. I might be able to. Ooh. Okay, I may be able to catch this. Long way to go, but I think it's worth it to get that 1.5. stripe there. That's way too tight of an angle, but I'll have several options for this near side right corner pocket. Probably bring in, I don't want to go. I'm paranoid about knocking in the cue ball because I've done it plenty of times playing this game before. We'll try this. All right. Got that. If the cue ball stops before here, we should be good as far as the 9 ball. Get that double. So that's double with a stripe, so it's the equivalent of knocking in the 8 ball if I can get this. 130 points. Go for the 8 ball here. I'm of the opinion if you can knock in the 8 ball, you knock in the 8 ball right away. You don't get too cute with it. Now, I'm sure there are people that are better at this than me that might view otherwise, but I see value in doing it this way. Now, if I would have been patient and caught it 2 rounds later, maybe it's a triple. But in this particular game, when you're in that kind of a clock, I prefer the stronger likelihood of a makeable shot. I don't like that. That angle's tough. It's doable. I feel like I risk hitting that near side left corner pocket if I do it this way, though. Let's see if this will work. Okay, come on. Sometimes the cue goes look crazy on me. That's a tough angle. That's a real tough angle. That's not going to work. Figure something else out. I would feel better about going near side middle if I didn't have that other stripe ball right there. What if I could just nudge it? I think that there's just so little room there. It's nice and pointing in that direction, but I know it's going to hit that near side bumper and bounce on out. So that's not going to be a beneficial thing. Best bet's going to be going, this is not an easy shot at all, but stripe for that far side left. It'll get there. I'm not sure if it's on line. No, I missed it near side. Uh, 28.7 seconds on the clock. We'll go up here and pick up another 65 if I can hit this stripe going. You see how it bounced out like that? That's why I knew not to go after it. It's just a very difficult shot sometimes. That angle. That would be a tough shot. I mean, well, you know what? Let's try it. The downside of bringing a lot of heat, I was hoping to bounce it back up and knock some of that side around. That didn't happen. I might be able to hit. I might be okay with those couple of options, especially this one. That stripe. Ooh. I brought just too much heat on it. But on the flip side, I broke up the Peloton of balls over there. Precise. Way too sharp of an angle at this point. Doesn't matter that much, though. And this is where this game has some strategy at this point. It would be easier to go after, and I might just end up doing that. but your solids are getting you 25. A stripe's a 65. 9.4 seconds. I've got maybe 2 shots, maybe 3, but do you want to chance it? At the same time, it's not a clear shot. I mean, that's like you got to get past that striped purple on the near side, or the right side bumper, and not bounce off of this. This, not too much power. To contrast how this was on my slower computer, imagine that, but like 4 times as slow. I mean, it's a nice payoff when you get it to fall, but it's like, come on. It's like one of those network game shows where they intentionally like stall everything out to an inordinate level. I think that's going to bounce off the right bumper if I do it that way. This is a much better shot. Ooh, that'll go. I was looking there. Not that it matters. That was giving me a tough. That's just a tough shot no matter what. Be better off going far side left if I were to do it. Well, I catch the striped purple there, but it's just there's no way to hit it strong enough to get it there. Even the slightest nudge, and you're catching that right bumper. I might go real hard on this shot and see if I can get that off the bounce. Whoa. No, don't save the image. Hey, it worked. Alright, so I don't know if we get another shot off. I might. No. I would have gone for that one, but not. This would be. We'll see. This is too close to call. I have to bring full power. You know what? I'll say yes. We'll take the over. We'll hit it. Got it. Give me enough time to run out. But you saw it went from 750, whatever it was, to 842. So that wasn't just a waste of time. This is a fun game for streaming. More than 52 minutes into this. It's got Kento Miyahara match. It goes 45 minutes. I think you're 20 minutes in when they go to the finish. And so sometimes I'll have an opponent that's already matched up with me by the time my round's over. But sometimes I have to go back and see, okay, who did I end up playing and how did they do against me? But this is with my own table here, and I will always want to play on my own table because I get extra points doing it that way. And it's not just me, it's like all the owners of the Epic tables. I'm one of 60, or whatever that's worth. But so far, it's been a nice setup. I didn't realize initially that you could, there's like a different screen you go through if you are a hall owner. That's where you can play on your own table. I didn't know that at first. But we'll figure it out. So there we go again. That's my Wax Cloud wallet. So yes, it's really me. We got 2-factor authentication on that. I cannot stress enough the importance of 2-factor authentication. All right. So we'll try and get the 8-ball in play early. We'll see if we can get the ricochet off of that. The 6, 7, 8 into the triple stripe. In this round, solids are 55, stripes are 15, and then black 110. A lot of times your black ball, your 8 ball is going to be double the higher of the two between either the solid or the striped. But that's how much it varies round to round, why you have to pay attention to it. Get the shot to go in, but got the distribution, which is really more important. A decent shot at getting that left far side pocket to start the bonus. Not really the same value for striped compared to the last game, but that's okay. And shoot it. You click down with your left mouse button. You pull back, and then you let go. Ideally, we'll go with the solid because we're going to get between the two, either a striped or a solid to get a 1.5 bonus. Clearly, the much higher scoring solid's the one to go with. The question is, can I get it past that striped purple ball? I think I can. Will that put me in the right angle to get this 1.5? I think so. My cue ball will be bouncing off the left bumper. Just don't hit it too hard, and I should be okay. There we go. So the ×2 multiplier there, but I can keep it alive by hitting any one of these balls into one of the pockets and not scratching. This may be a little bit repetitive for some of you who watched from the beginning, but I'm trying to keep people up to speed as I play. This is ClashDome.io is the website. ClashDome has several different games. They've got some fun games, but this is the best of the bunch that I've seen to date. Rug Pool. A lot of fun. Could go. I like going with this far side right corner pocket. If I get the aim just right. Kind of careful on the shot speed because I don't want this thing to rattle out. There we go. All right, so the bonus carries over, just counted as a regular shot because that's all it was. It makes it less frustrating. At least it has thus far to me. It'd be a lot more frustrating if it's like, because it is luck of the draw of which pocket the bonus circle shows up in. If you couldn't continue it by hitting just another shot, I like some variance and some. Let's see if this goes. All right. Combo play there to get it. One of the easiest shots, the one ball, top left pocket. I keep saying near side and far side like I'm calling an American football game. Sports broadcast, right? Never called a billiards match per se, except for perhaps taunting friends through the years, especially in college. Oh, I hit that one way too soft. Oh, no. It may go, but that was not what I intended at all. That's this. I was complaining about this mouse before, and I wasn't diligent on holding down the mouse button. That's where things can go wrong for you in this game. So, try it again. The angry shot. Reminds me of real life. At a pool table, my parents' house when I was in high school, so some memories of celebrations and perhaps some less celebratory things. All right, so we go solid to the 55 points, top pocket. Got the angle here for this middle. Too hard with it off the shot because it could catch that solid purple ball there and go a little bit kooky if I'm careful. Plus, if I hit a little softer, it's not going to be as likely to rattle out. So we got that. This is on an hour of this live stream. Legal ID. I'm Lou Pickney. This is NashvilleLou Live. The early morning hours, Nashville time, of July 28th, 2022. August 2022 is almost here. Our best look at, and there is value, just a 1.5. There is value in trying to keep that going. So we'll go with a stripe. I'll go soft off the connection. scratching. I should have a decent shot. Bottom left-hand corner. Alright, so if we get a solid here on a 1.5, that would be positive. Alright. So not a clear shot at the ×2 bonus up there in that top right corner. We'll go. Actually, what's the best shot here? I've got to go with this one. It's only a stripe. I'll pass this up. Have some carry him off the bounce, and again, every time it hits the bumper like that, it's an extra 5 points tacked on. Ooh, and I've kind of shielded myself there. It's okay. Real nice to get a shot at that 8 ball for the bonus. That 3 ball's in the way. Alright. And should have a look. This may hit the bumper. Give me an extra 5. See, it bumped up there to 489 points. The middle pockets are always the toughest. It'll go if it's on target. Got it. Alright, so I can't go for the 2.5 really, and this top right pocket. If I hit it softly enough, I almost want to. Those two being so close is going to be an unfortunate reality. I can't really do much about it. Better to go ahead and just get this one. And if I can get something to go in luckily off one of those last two, then so be it. That'll be great. But make sure it's lined up properly. Tough to tell from distance. Not too hard on the shot. Didn't go. But at least rattle it in real fast. It's going to run out of time. We got it there at the end. So 634. I'm having fun with this. I'm going to take a quick break. But I'll be right back in just a couple minutes. We'll have some more fun playing Rug Pool, Clash Dome, NashvilleLou Live. Back in a minute. Back at it. Playing rug pool on Clash Dome here, NashvilleLou Live. This is a unique twist on billiards in a lot of ways. It's a fun game to play. You know, the wax blockchain. Clash Dome has several different games within it. They definitely captured the proper vibe as far as the feel of retro arcade video games. I remember the good old days, the 80s. And the last golden era, really, the 1990s NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat 2. People lined up 20 deep in line to play Mortal Kombat 2 at the Game Land. You know, the I-24 exit Harding Place, Nashville, 1994, where you at? And the answer to that is 28 years ago. Man, it's like somebody hit the fast forward button when I moved to Tampa in 2001, and it never let up. Does not feel like it was that long ago. So, as with any time you start a round here in rug pool, you want to take a look at the split. It's 30 for a solid 50 striped. The 8 ball is going to be double the higher of the 2 in most cases. It is here. So stripes a little bit more power than solids point-wise, but it's something to keep in mind from a match-to-match basis. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No! See? Annoying sometimes. Again, this is more just bad craftsmanship. Can't blame the mouse, but this is an old mouse. Bad equipment. All right, well, let's try this again, shall we? At least I didn't lose any points on it. 0.8 of a second. So look at the solid. On the board with 30. Go for this bottom right hand. 12 might go. Nah, it's going to stay. That's fine. Going for distance at 1.5. But I think the safer play is to go for that middle pocket, top side. Not too hard on the shot. When that happens in this game, it'll bounce the bonus to a new pocket for the next shot. And as best I can tell, there's not any rhyme or reason. It's kind of a random draw. But I was in position if it was up here. I was in position to complain about it. That would have been a tough shot. Let's see if we can go with the 3 ball to get this going here. And again, it's 30 points, not 50 that you'll get for a striped. But it will increase the bonus for the next round if I do it right. Too much on the shot. Yeah, that bonus is going to have to wait. That's not going to... It's a tough one right here. That near side, that right bumper right there, forget it. Much better shot's going to be using the green solid, the 6 ball, to knock in the 12. Some power on the shot, not too much. Oh, near side. Ah! And that happens sometimes in this game. Just like with real billiards. It happens. At least with this, it's not like it punishes you severely, aside from you lose your bonus streak. But it's not like you lose points, if that makes any sense. Too much power in this shot. Let's go with that. It might not have made a difference because it was going to catch that near side bumper, but sometimes it's tough to tell. Nothing in range for what maybe that'd be. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I don't know. I've got to try it. Let's see. Ah. Oh, but I could get lucky. Top left. All right. Not the easiest for the 1.5, but it'll get there. I mean, sometimes you catch some breaks, just like with real billiards. Part of the appeal. Let's see. No, botched that one. Something fierce. We'll go in. Nah, it's going to catch there. I grossly misjudged how much strength it was going to have off of that striped red ball for the green. Not the end of the world. So 380 points. See if we can get this stripe to go. May catch the 11 after the contact, and it did. In this case, I mentioned before that sometimes you'll notice your opponent's scores when you're done. In this case, they already have me matched up, and I've already beaten the opponent. I guess you can skip to the finish, but I want to see if I can beat a personal best if I'm playing around. I want to see if it'll get extra points. I'm actually not sure what happens if you skip. I've never actually done that. But I'm still very new to this, so it's not like it's sort of a time-honored tradition. You must finish the round. That may go. It did. The 8-ball in motion. Real tough angle to try and go for that 2%. Much better play here. Go for the orange. That near side middle. Not too much on it. There it goes. But yeah, just a little too much. I'm going to try and get this 8-ball here. See if it'll let me. I might be able to. Make sure it's lined up all right. You don't want to catch that near side edge. Obviously, you don't want to bounce off the far either, but if you catch that near side edge, you have no chance. All right. So that's 100. Because it was a doubler. The ×2 on it. So I end up winning a score 760 to 405. Round 5. I need to learn the different names of the different currencies. There are a lot of games in Web3. There are a lot of currencies. So some of these things are going to take some time to learn. I don't know if I can hover over it. I guess it won't. Well, that's me. It's dot. I didn't get to. You don't get to pick your wild card wallet. Oh, God. Your make sure my phone had the streaming thing going there right. You don't get to pick your address. So I was assigned .fzqy.wam. But I also owned NashvilleLou, which is exactly 12 letters, which worked out so well for me with this in a number of ways. So I won 5 of the balloons. I'm not sure if the bonus is because it's an epic table, if it's a bonus because it's my epic table, if it's a bonus because I've got the new citizen that wasn't the entry level, but was like the mid tier. That's about as close to me as you're going to get in there. There's not like a hint of gray you can throw in. Also, this guy's got like Popeye-sized giant arms, with taped wrists, and I'm not sure if that's really a good idea for a pool, but it's not really important. And again, it really is free to play. Like even I see Ludio. I don't know if that's Ludio. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not doing this to mock anybody. If anything, I'll show my own ignorance for not knowing particular pronunciation. And I assure you, for many, many years of doing sports broadcasting, names can be difficult. All right. So ideally, we can break these two larger pieces up. The groupings. Let's see how this goes. There we go. Off a break, it's going to be luck of the draw in some ways when you have that many moving parts in play. Real easy right here to open things up. Solid a 65 to 25 split versus a stripe this round, so more value to it. I'm glad I used some touch on that one. I think a harder shot would have rattled out. Let's see if we can get the bonus going with the top right side. The striped. Alright, so now the 1.5 bonus in play at far side. With that 15 ball right there, just isn't a good enough look at it. Let's see. Maybe I can. We can go top left. Kind of careful with a shot. There we go. Right, so not a clear shot at the 1.5, but I can go ahead and get the 8 ball if I can hit this shot. Alright, so the bonus, again, out of reach, but I should have a decent enough shot here. Maybe not. This may be a little trickier. This is more of a challenge than I thought initially. Maybe the 1 ball. That's probably the best bet. Making sure I don't scratch on it. Not quite the ending I wanted as far as the trapped in there, but the shot went that I wanted, so that was the more important thing. Let's see. So we sink the stripe there for 25. Not a good look at the bonus. So close. I don't think it'll go. I think it's going to catch the near side bumper. Ooh. This is a weird shot too. Is you kind of have to split them. I don't know if it's going to legit split them like that. Not really a clear shot. That might be. Ugh. Well, if nothing else, this should break it up a bit. I was hoping I could break those two right there up. Did not happen. This really is a fun game to stream. It has been thus far. So we'll go with a stripe. It's be nice to go up with it, but not with the obstruction right there. I think I would have shut that one with about 20% less power. It would have gone. I was a little bit too heavy-handed with it. Easier shots right here. We'll take that. Plus, I can hopefully break up some of that pack of four right there. But the more important elements to make sure that this one goes in. Get the shot. We can hopefully get. Yeah, let's see. Those middle pocket shots. Very careful. Plus, I don't want this to go up in there. The cue ball, it is. We catch the bumper, an extra 5 points a hit. So we have that. These two just won't split for me. Let's see if I can finally make this happen. I got what? 17. My cue is in the way. 17.1 seconds to go. Yeah. This might work. Right at that angle. I don't know. Nope. Yeah, I don't think that was going to go, even though I had that lined up as precise as you possibly could. Just not a makeable angle. That's okay. Alright, so with a stripe, we'll get that an extra second added on. I should have, if I can make this a quick shot, I should get 2 in total before we're said and done for this round. Just don't want to put too much on it. There we go. Prefer to get a solid in because of the considerable point difference, but I can get this one quicker, but it's not going to matter. By the time my cue ball stops moving, it's going to be negligible at best. Here, maybe it'll take me second and a half, 2 seconds. I can go too slow with a shot. As long as it's in by 0-0, I'm fine, and it's in. And, well, there's 0.3. I've almost grown accustomed to that, always running out of time on you, or on me. But in this case, it did. The clock starts from the time you strike it, so it's got to be full power. No option. It probably won't count. It's going to shoot, or is this? Sometimes you have to redo it, which is fine. Oh, no. And I right-click to get out of this, because sometimes that trajectory will, especially with this well-worn mouse that I'm using here. No chance. It's not going to get there in time. And while I'm thinking of it, I know that in past games at least, I think it's still the case, you can use the tactical booster, but it won't give you the shot that went in after you ran out of time. Like, you get a crack at it, but it's not going to, like, tack on what you got. That's not the way it works. So I'm in the queue for somebody else that get matched up with. I mean, it really is a fun game to play. All right. It's a little bit of a tricky one. See if we can pop the 8-ball out. So nothing went in. That's fine. We broke up the major blocks. That was the key. I can go up here. It's 55-15. See the split this time considerable in favor of solid. But we'll start with stripe. Ooh. Ah! That'll happen to this game. I didn't take proper care considering where the cue ball was going to go after that shot. Got ahead of myself. Let's not do that. I'd rather try and. Oh, that's a tie shot. Let's take it. And a scratch. That's fine. It doesn't negate the points you get, so I get the 110 points for sinking the black, the 8-ball. I bring some power with that shot to get it to go. Because I sink that second ball in the shot and moved it from what was going to be a perfect shot right there, an easy setup for the 1.5, and moved it down here. Makeable shot. No, it's not a makeable shot. Not directly, anyway. So we'll go with the solid up here. We'll keep the 1.5 if I make it. That 1.5 bonus, and that goes to the top middle. Ooh, that's so tough. That angle is so tough. Got it. But you notice how I went very slow with that shot. Bring the heat too much. And it would have just bounced out if it didn't have a chance to roll right into the position you wanted it in. That should go. Ooh, yeah. Now, this is interesting. Oh, this is actually very tough. I can't. Oh. If I go with the purple, I would need to shoot it back far enough to catch this to go that way. It's just there's not enough room. We're too close. Luckily, I got this right here. Almost hate to use it, but that keeps it 2.5 alive for the next turn to make sure it hits the bumper. Get an extra 5 points. Not that it matters that much, but it's something. Ooh, that's a tough one. It's makeable. I have to be careful on the cue ball. Like this is going to be a precise shot. It's the bumper. Cut the bumper. 3 of them. And it went. All right. Yeah, sometimes you catch a break or two in this game. Oh, if I can get that shot to go, it'd be great. But that's cue ball right in that top middle pocket, and that's going to go in before the 2 ball is going to go in. No matter how hard or soft I hit it, unless I hit it just enough to not go. That's no. I know the solids are worth a lot more, but they're only worth that much if you actually hit them in. Let's be a realist with this. It's kind of wild that in this round, a striped on a 3x bonus is still worth less than a solid on a regular. That's why you have to look at the score every time, or the scoring, the rules. Oh, they hit this one hard enough, I think so. Of course, the clock is running. That's a negative, but is that going to go? Got it. All right. don't know if I can top of that one. That would be too tough. This is tricky but doable. This is ideal. They're still too close together. I haven't knocked them apart, so there's nobody to blame on that but myself. I think this would work. Catch the bumper, all right. Now it's going to go too slow. Too slow. So let's see. Too much. A little bit more than I wanted. That keeps the clock moving. That's the trade-off for the power and relative quickness of the score on a stronger shot. I think this would catch the left bumper with a cue ball. Yeah, all right. So this, oh, not that it mattered that much, but cut the bumper, so better to get 5 points and get another shot, even though it doesn't. 4 seconds. It's not going to be another rack for this round. Of course, I want the solid between the two if I can have it. Let's see with the purple, bottom right. Nope, too hard. Caught that near side. I might get the slop right. Oh, cut the bumper. I'm not going to get the tactical booster. All right, quick timeout. Something to drink here. I'm used to talking this much in a limited amount of time. This is a lot of fun playing rug pool on Clash Dome. Web3 gaming. It's here. It's an actual game. It's fun to play. I'm 90 minutes plus in. I'm coming back with more. Just a few minutes. NashvilleLou live. All right. Testing something real quick. Seeing if this will work out the way I think it will. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, we're testing it out here real quick, so stand by me for a second here, all right? Whoa, real loud for me. Quick test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Well, this is a test stream after all, I suppose. Duel ready. Okay, I'm going to hear myself on an echo in the background. Now it's going to really irk me. So after all, that's standby. Okay. So this is Rug Pool. Rug Pool is one of several games within Clash Dome, website clashdome.io. When it comes to Web3 gaming, there are a lot of exciting ideas in the pipelines and a lot of promises from a lot of people. But in reality, at this point, a lot of it's still just games being developed. What we have here is an actual game that's fun to play. And whatever you count as free to play, you notice I've been playing here for almost 2 hours now on this. All free games, all fun. Now, there was the expense of getting everything set up with you see the avatar right there. Actually, the citizen is the way it's referred to in the game, your character. The night that I bought the pool hall pack from Clash Dome from their sale, got this epic table that I'm playing at now, and I also bought a citizen off the open market just to have somebody for the role. So I'm not entirely up to speed as far as how that works. Once you get it going, it's not that difficult to get it going. This is a lot of fun. So at least bust up one of these two big blocks here and bust up both of them. And a combo for 2. So a nice start. I've got to figure out my audio situation with my headset. That was just me thinking out loud. No real discourse to that. The solids this round are 45 compared with 20 points for a stripe. That should knock it in. No, sending the cue ball too far away. That 11 might be doable, but 15 is the safer play. I have to be somewhat careful about the angle off of the collision between the cue ball and the 15 to not scratch in that bottom left-hand side. That should be a good speed to knock in the 15. Points from that. Another 5 from cue ball off the left bumper. May have a chance to get this 1.5 booster nothing really to viably aim for this doubler. Let's see, I can catch that top corner, I think. As I noted earlier, it's very much a positive to this game that you can, even if you don't have a shot at the particular pocket that's got the bonus, you can keep the bonus alive by hitting at least one ball in and not scratching. It'd be tempting to try and hot shot it there to go for the solid on a double versus the stripe, but a lot more margin for error doing it that way. Go. So let's see with a solid. If we can get a 2.5, that'd be a nice one. Oh, way too soft on that. Ah, regrettable. Regrettable. That's a disappointment. As you can tell, I'm still learning this game. That's all right. Let's see if that goes. There. So I can play it short and go for the 13. I probably will. That's still it. It's still the same difficult angle that it was when I contemplated it before. Although I tell you, going to the 8-ball bottom corner pocket's not a bad idea. 30.5 seconds. There's a lot of ifs if I can get the bonus to click from combo shot versus just going for this here and see if I can get the 90 points. Move on. Got it. Uh-oh. Well, there goes the bonus. You got the 13. That's probably going to go corner pocket. Just out of spite, almost want to bust up these up here. Spite's not the right word. It's just frustration. Let's see if that bounces off that right rail. Oh. I think there's a... Yeah, we can do that. It's enough of the bounce. The 7-ball that I can line up for a probable top left. Whoa, that's right. If you line up a shot and you click and it's off base, I found you can, like, if you right click elsewhere to try and like break its concentration, you can reset it. Just be careful. Oh, this rinky-dink mouse. I bought a mouse, like a specific like gaming mouse. Like, okay, I finally need to have something that's like a top-end mouse. And the thing's got this real like annoying button. Like, you got the two main buttons, and there's like a little toggle in case I want it to go faster or slower. I don't want faster. The thing flies around. I want it just to be set as a normal thing, and I can't, and it won't work right for me. And it's very frustrating. Which is why I'm using this Amazon mouse that's already had a full life of use. Let's be honest. And that's to denigrate the Amazon mouse. It's been high quality, but you get what I'm going with here. Much safer bet to go with this. That would just mean at this point, if I'm chasing bonuses at this point, then I'd be a little bit too late. Take the safer shot. Nothing really appeals on this. It's a tougher one. Well, I didn't get the solid ball in that far top side. going to be an easy shot over to chase it. If you notice on that shot, my line moved at the last second. I didn't stop myself on it. That was the result. Maybe a cautionary tale. That was a shot with 2 seconds to go. This may not go. No, it did not. It went in, but after the clock hit 0. So it's going to match me up with somebody who will start with the same layout that I had, as far as the way I understand it. Keep it going. All right. So this is Rug Pool. New game in Clash Dome. NashvilleLou live. I'm Lou Pickney. This is my first shot on the first rack of this game. And just like that, sink the 8-ball out of the break. No way to set up the bonus here. This is a pretty nice shot. Oh no! No, I can shoot it again. This is where I was complaining about this mouse before. It's the downside. It doesn't have the stupid extra button that toggles to a much higher speed than you'd ever want reasonably. But I'm not even being careful. Sometimes it's just, this is an old mouse. I don't know what you're thinking. Quit your bitching, Pickney. Shoot the ball. And there we go. Solid is 25 points. Only 5 for a stripe this round. So even round to round, or game to game, whatever, the score you need to win is going to be reliant on the way the points are. Sometimes the black 8-ball, it's worth 110. A little tougher to figure out in a flash to gauge what your likelihood of victory is. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. Sometimes I can figure that stuff out pretty well. Not a really good shot at any of this. Let's go crazy. I didn't shoot it. Let's try it again. You make sure you have the mouse that's still like in the visible area for your release. At least in my experience. Otherwise, sometimes it loses track of what you're shooting at. This will probably be the last game for this live stream. Almost 2 hours now. Could have gone high for the solid. Opted against it. Got that shot, but you notice how much time ran off while I was watching the cue ball go around. I really didn't set myself up well. That's a real tough shot for that bottom middle. Right click out of that. All right. Oof. Maybe I can go for a combo. That's tough. That's such a straight-on shot. You need to really have some. That's difficult. shoot this towards the bottom right corner. I've got a decent shot at maybe catching something I don't deserve as far as rolling in. Bring some heat behind it. Oh, thought I was going to get a little bit of a lucky roll there on that bottom middle, but no. But nice setup a couple of directions. I could go here, I could go here. Tougher shot here. I should still be able to come back at that if I can get it, but that's a big if. 25 points for a solid. Let's take it. Yeah, I'm going to have to have a different mouse. I'm going to be complaining about this repeatedly. It's only myself to blame. It's not like I didn't realize that when I turned it on. All right, so we got it there. About 17 seconds. Oh, no. No. There we go. I had hit that one rather precisely because it was going to. It needed to bounce in, but have enough strength to actually make it there. And that can be a difficult balance to find. That's a rattle on in. That's why you don't want to just absolutely go full power on it. That kind of a shot. A little bit of finesse can go a long way. More power to pop it over and hopefully bounce in. All right. Have at least one shot at a bonus. It's a shame the stripe's worth 5. It's actually better to try and probably go for this. Bottom middle. A solid. I might have enough time for one more shot. Let's see. I don't know if I hit that hard enough. I don't know. Got it. All right. I mean, it's not like that's some sort of a huge accomplishment. I still have 5 balls and the cue ball on the board in 2.9 seconds, which means this is probably the last shot. So I'm going to go up with the solid, see if I can hit it to end the round. I get one more shot. They're teasing me. Well, this won't go one anytime, so I don't do that. Spend too much time lining up the shot and worrying about it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there, Q. Horse. Taking off. Oh, come on. Oh, that's fitting. All right, well, I'll take a hammer to this mouse. No, not really. But I will switch out this mouse with the other one for the next time. I had 2 hours for this. All right, so that's going to do it for this feed. NashvilleLou Live. My voice won't be broken in the morning. I haven't spoken this much in this concentrated amount of time in a while. That's part of the fun of this. Middle of the night, just testing some stuff out. Have the video to watch later for those inclined to check it out. So thank you for checking it out, taking the time to watch NashvilleLou Live. Clash Dome. The game is rug pull, and it's a lot of fun. I think I'll be live streaming with it again here before too long. Thanks for watching. See you next time.